We want to welcome you to our MMC platform. Thank you for following, subscribing, turning on the bell. God bless you. Today we are looking at A-level sub-math, and basically we have a summary of the new curriculum format of the paper UACE sub-math, and here it is. I've summarized. So we have section A. We have two sections. The paper has two sections, section A and section B. Section A has two compulsory items. The first item is coordinate geometry, and the second item is calculus. Then section B has two parts, part 1 and part 2. So we have part 1, that is item 3 and 4, is algebra. Then part 2 has two items also, 5 and 6, that is data and probability. So basically, I want us to look at, there is some item we have here under data and probability. Element of construct, this data and probability. So we have, this is the item, it goes, so data and probability. Our item is basically under matrices. So the item is too long, but we shall look at the first part, that is part A. So we shall read the first part, then we shall answer. It goes, a school games committee is preparing for a football tournament and a related sports day agreement in the store. Some equipment records are represented by the matrices. M is 4x, -5, 6, -2x. N is -1, 3, -2, 3y. K is y, -2, 4, 12. The committee expects the records to satisfy k is equal to m plus n. The values of x and y will be accepted only if they are positive and do not exceed 6, so that the equipment record remains within the planned stock limit. So our task, according to that item, our task said, as mathematics students, use mathematical justification to help the school games committee decide whether part A, the equipment record should be accepted by finding x and y from k is equal to m plus n and checking whether both values are positive and not greater than 6. So our dear viewers, this is very easy. The first condition they have given us is that k must be equal to m plus n. But what is our m? Our m is 4x, -5, 6, -2x, while n is -1, 3, -2, 3y. Then our k is given by y, -2, 4, 12. Okay, but our condition says k must equal to m plus n for the equipments to be accepted. And now for this condition, we shall base on that to get the value of x. So we substitute where there is k, carry that k and place it there. So we have y, -2, 4, 12 is equal to our m, which is 4x, -5, 6, -2x. plus our n, which is -1, 3, -2, 3y. Okay, so from here we can go ahead and solve or formulate equations. Now, according to the rule of matrices, we add or subtract corresponding elements. For example, our first element here is y. Y is equal to the first element here, which is 4x, plus the first element there, which is -1. We can call this equation 1. Then also 12 is equal to this first element, second element in that position, -2x plus 3y. Call this equation 2. Now, if you want to prove whether they balance, you can also try 4 is equal to the second element is equal to second element 6 plus second element, which is -2. 4 is equal to 6 plus -2, that is 4. So since they balance, it means the other equations we have formulated are correct. So from that step, we can now substitute this our y by substitution method. This is a pair of simultaneous equations, but we are lucky that y is already made the subject. So we shall just substitute wherever there is y in equation 2, put 4x minus 1. So this will give us here, so this will give us our 12 is equal to -2x plus 3y, but our y is 4x minus 1. Okay, so now this means 12 is equal to -2x plus, open bracket, 3 times 4, 12x minus 3 times 1, that is 3. So from here, collect like terms. As when you bring this -3 this side, it becomes a positive. So 12 plus 3. Then -2 plus 12, that is 10x. Okay, so this 15 is equal to 10x. From there, we can divide both sides by 10 by 10. So our x alone is equal to 1.5, our dear viewers. So from there, we can get our y. But remember, y has been made to be equal to 4x, but our x is 1.5, then minus 1. 4 times 1.5, that is 6. 6 minus 1, this gives us 5. Okay, so that means when you go back to our task, we want to respond. The task says, as mathematics students, use mathematical justification to help the school games committee decide whether A, the equipment records should be accepted by finding x and y from k is equal to m plus n and checking whether both values are positive and not greater than 6. So now we can conclude and say, therefore, since the values of x and y are positive and not greater than 6, since the values of x and y are positive and not greater than 6, yes, the equipment will be accepted. They will be accepted. So that becomes our response, our dear viewers, to this item, part A. Thank you so much for following. God bless you. Subscribe, follow. Shalom.